All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let's talk some NFL. Apparently, the Saints extended Taysom Hill. It's a 4-year, $140 million contract. But for the most part, a lot of that contract is voidable. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. But basically what happened was they stretched out Taysom Hill's cap hit over the next 2 seasons. So instead of counting almost $17 million against the cap, he's counting about $7.5 million against the cap. So the extension was to lessen the cap blow and say the same $7 million because they are a lot of money over the cap. Now, if we had fans in the stands, New Orleans wouldn't be so far under the cap. It'd be a lot of teams balling and really going after free agency. But that's why it's important for fans in the stands because the overall revenue will go up and teams like the Saints wouldn't be so they was like almost $70 million above the cap or something like that, even more. So they got to find a way to cut Janoris Jenkins, restructuring Taysom Hill. Now, it's not known that Jameis is going to be back, but what it's looking like is that, if he play well this season and win the starting job, Taysom Hill, he's more likely going to get another extension. So right now, it don't look good for Jameis. All right. Don't like Jameis is going to be the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, but we already knew that wasn't going to happen. All right. If Jameis do come back, Jameis is going to take a team-friendly deal, okay? And really, Jameis ain't got no options. If Jameis was a white boy, Jameis wouldn't even end up in this situation, okay? Why wouldn't you want somebody who threw for all them yards? Even though he threw for the picks, those are correctable. Tom Brady threw he's supposed to be the GOAT. He threw a lot of picks, just like Jameis did over there, all right? And they didn't give Jameis the tools that they gave Tom Brady. Not talking about defense, not talking about pass catchers. Simply talking about, blocking. They had an offensive line issue down there for years. And they never gave Jameis offensive line. So Jameis came from an imperfect situation, which it became perfect because they added a Hall of Fame quarterback and they added some offensive linemen. Not even just that. In the defense, Tom Brady was also able to get them to run the ball and kind of implement the offense that he wanted. So no matter, how that situation was proven bad and toxic for Jameis going to be hard to get a second chance, all right? He got the whole crab leg situation. He got the whole Uber driver situation. So that's 2 strikes and he a nigga. He got like 5 strikes against him. He Negro. Black. So he got a lot of strikes against him. And they're not trying to give Jameis a second chance, but Mariota can get a second chance. You hear some teams to think about trading for Mariota. But the fact of the matter is, Taysom Hill, the way it's structured, is going to be the starting quarterback. And if he's not, he's still going to count a lot against the cap next year if he's on the team or not. And looking at Taysom Hill, I don't think he's a good starting quarterback. Look at him throw the ball. It's always behind somebody. It's really in the money. But Sean Payton will try to get I'm not scared of the Saints next year. They're going to lose a lot of people. Because all people that's going to make the team can't restructure. They're going to miss a lot of people. All right. The quarterback ain't as good. So teams are going to be prepared. By the time week 7 week 5 come, people going to know what Taysom Hill do good. And I'll make him keep him in the pocket and make him throw outside the numbers. Make him throw them timing patterns. But they also get dangerous if they can get him involved in the running game. But that's only could last so long. He almost 30. He can't take that many hits. And if it's up to Jameis, do I really want to come back and be in this situation? You see, Cam had to take less and people still hate him going back to New England. But really, COVID and threw off New England. No receivers. Bad cap situation. A lot of they had the highest people opt out. But Cam had to play for pennies just to make 14 this year. And that's still below his value. And I know the numbers didn't look pretty, but who is throwing to? So you look at around the National Football League. Look at the teams that need quarterbacks. Chicago, Minnesota can use an insurance policy because Kirk Cousins ain't shit. And Kirk Cousins ain't better than Jameis Winston. Kirk Cousins has always been a situation, especially in Minnesota, where they could run the football. Jameis ain't never had that. You go down, who else you got out there? New Orleans, obviously they need one. Everybody else got one. The Eagles could have used a backup for Jalen Hurts, just in case. New York could use one. They don't seem like they married with Daniel Jones. The football team could use one, which I heard they could be keeping that team. Pretty much in the NFC West, I mean, if they really believe in Jimmy, or they don't, Jameis can back Jimmy up. I think Jameis better than Jimmy Garoppolo anyway. Steelers, they got Dwayne Haskins and Ben Roethlisberger. I don't really like Baker Mayfield. He ain't that good. Lamar, he might get paid, might not. Who else you got up there? Cincinnati got a quarterback. But if Joe Burrows ain't ready, that could be a situation for Jameis. Indianapolis got their quarterback. Jaguars got their quarterback. They can get Trevor Lawrence. Tennessee got their quarterback. So you got Tennessee, Jacksonville. Who else you got over there? Houston could, maybe if Deshaun Watson traded, that could be some situation for him. Colts is Jacksonville, Tennessee, Houston. So yeah, you go down to there. I mean, they might need somebody back up to in Miami. New York, I think they'd be all right where they at. Buffalo, they all right where they at. New England, they all right where they at. You just look at the rest. Kansas City, San Diego, Denver could use one. And the Raiders, they all right. So, ain't too many places for him to go. Let some injuries happen. But I do think he deserves another chance. He deserves to go to a situation where they can run the ball. He's not going to throw that many picks neither. If they're able to run the ball, Jameis can still fulfill his number one prophecy. But then again, it's hard to get a second, third time chance, in the NFL when you black. Josh McDowell can keep getting chances. Mitchell Trubisky gonna get a chance. Ryan Fitzpatrick keep getting chances, And what they fear is the league is becoming black. And Seattle might need a quarterback too with Russell Wilson on the move, And that's just what it is. And Jameis got a lot of backs. What Jameis had to understand, you black. He come from Alabama too. I don't understand crab legs, Uber driver. Nigga, come on. I'm going to talk about Kirk Franklin later. All these religious people that believe in God and believe in Christianity, to be exact, they always making the same mistake. I understand no human is perfect. We all imperfect. But damn, you keep making these mistakes and you come from the South. You know what the situation is. You got strikes against you. You black, that's 2 strikes against you. In a way, you can't really feel bad for Jameis. But there's some players out there that Jameis gonna upgrade. They can upgrade from. Jimmy Garoppolo. Jameis a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo. He is. Jameis gonna be aggressive. But if you had Jameis run the ball that many times to the Super Bowl, Jameis can make that throw. Who that was? Emmanuel Sanders. Jameis can make that throw. They bring in Trent Williams back. You put Jameis in that situation, he can run the ball. Jameis could do better than Garoppolo. Now, can his ball security be better? That's something that Kyle Shanahan got to work on him with. But for Jameis, he had to understand, man. It was already strikes against you in the baggage. Owners gonna worry about the Uber incident, the crab leg incident. Like I said, I still think Jameis is upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo, over Kirk Cousins, over a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys won't lose the football game for you. They won't lose the football game for you, but guess what? They not gonna win it for you neither. Jameis Winston gonna go out there and he gonna be aggressive. It's just that you gotta kind of tame him. If you can give him Dalvin Cook, San Francisco, what they running back situation is, I think you put him in that structure. You limit to about 15, 20 throws a game. He can put you in a situation like that. You're going to put him out there for 35, 40, 30 throws a game. He going to have turnovers, okay? But it's Taysom Hill's job to lose, all right? And I think Jameis, the best chance he got to win the job as far as the openings right now is right there in New Orleans. But watch out for Houston. They're going to need a starting quarterback too, and they don't have a lottery pick. So I wouldn't be surprised if they took Trask or Allinger just in case Watson continue to play hardball. Check out the NFL playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All my social media links in the description. Also got a Facebook group link in the description as well too. Want to reach out, want to make a financial donation. Cash App in the description. CJGood313. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video. Check out the NFL playlist. Let me know what you think about the video in the comment section. Peace.